Hi, I'd like to show you something I'm doing here. Um, I was had some lathe projects and showed them to my nephew, and he asked me if I ever polished these projects up with beeswax. I says, no, I didn't. I never heard of that. I'm a polyurethane guy, and I always use polyurethane. He says, no, he said, if you just take just plain straight beeswax and rub it on there and polish it with a rag, it turns out real nice. So I tried it. I make these little containers. Pardon me moving that around there, but just little containers, kind of like a little canister with a lid on. See, there's the lid. And I usually finish them with polyurethane. I hollow out the inside if you can see in there. But this one's made out of wild cherry from Delaware on the outside. And then a thin layer of maple. And then that red actually is Purple Heart. So those are the three woods that are exposed. I get a lot of enjoyment out of piecing different kinds of wood together and making things out of them. So anyway, what I want to show you is polishing this with beeswax. It turns out to be really neat. So I've sanded this down. It's about as smooth as glass, but I'm going to sand it a little bit more, just not because it needs to be made smoother, but because I want to warm it up good. You warm that thing up good and get the wood warm, and then when you rub the beeswax on it, it softens it up a bit. That's my theory anyway, that it softens it up a little bit and it kind of absorbs into the wood. So that will really generate some heat. That's why I have a glove on. You don't want to do that without a glove because it gets real hot. So anyway, I've sanded that pretty good. Now I think it's probably warmed up pretty well. Let me get rid of this glove. Yeah, it's nice and warm. So we're going to go ahead and rub the beeswax. Now this is just plain beeswax, nothing added, just pure beeswax. So just rub that on there, press it on there good and hard so that, yeah, you get a good coating of beeswax on that thing. See how it's kind of softening up? I hope this shows up as well as it does in real life here. But put that around the outside, a little bit on the inside there, and rub that down there real good. You get beeswax flying around all over the place, but it's okay. And beeswax is all natural, in case you're into natural things. So it's all natural. So there we have it. Beeswax is rubbed on there. It looks kind of messy, kind of hazy, and kind of in a mess. And just take an old rag, which I have part of an old t-shirt, and we're just going to put that against there and watch that thing polish up. There it goes. Just wipe all that excess wax off of there. And that thing polishes up. It shows quite a shine on there. Now, I said I've used polyurethane before all the time. You don't get quite as high a gloss as you do. It's kind of a little, it's a little more of a kind of hazy finish, I guess you could say. But you don't get the high gloss that you do with polyurethane. But it's so fast. I mean, just as quick as what I started this, we're just about finished. Just polish that a little bit more, and you see it looks like it's got a decent shine on it. I've done, I don't know, 3 or 4 like this now, and I've really liked the results. But anyway, that's pretty much for the finished deal there. Now that turns out real nice, and it feels nice and smooth. It's still nice and warm. But that'll finish this little project. You actually spend more time gluing the wood together than you do on the lathe with it. But now it's ready to cut off. I'll take the parting tool and just reach in there and cut that thing off, and then we'll sand the bottom a little bit and smear a little wax on that and polish it up, and that'll be a done deal. So yeah, hey, I'm real tickled with the way that turns out. I have a couple other ones here that I made. I made different sizes of them. This one's about the size of an apple. It's made out of rustic hickory. I just think that turns out beautiful. And it has maple in there. And that dark brown is actually a Brazilian mahogany that turns next thing to black when you put polyurethane on. This has polyurethane on it, and so does this one. We got curly maple on that. Some people call it tiger maple. And then other kinds of wood. We got a yellow collar here called Brazilian ash, and some oak in there, and maple in the center. So anyway, yeah, and it gets pretty in the inside too. Hollow that all out. It's just what it looks like. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I'm kind of pretty much sold on this beeswax thing. I'm not saying I'll never use polyurethane again. I'm sure I will. But it's fast. 5 minutes and it's done. So there it is. There's my little demonstration. And I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching.